Howdy folks, Monty here in the Bay Area once again. As I was getting out my Dragon Warriors, I came across these two, which I got specifically these two signed, because this one was just the entryway, the first book in my, movement into fighting fantasy, which obviously then became Games Workshop, which then obviously became just a good portion of my life now, as you well know, having watched a few of these videos before, no doubt. And similarly, Freeway Fighter was just an absolute favourite of mine. And these both are not my actual original copies. My original copies were lost long ago, per the previous one. So this one, if I remember correctly, if I'm lucky enough to turn the right page, yes, this is back when he was not Sir. This is back when he was just Ian Livingstone. So anyway, these are two of my favourites. I do have other things that they signed. I got them to sign Whiteboard. They really wanted me to pass on all the stuff to sign. Like, I was originally just going to take these two books. And then they were like, no, you got to bring more stuff to sign. And literally it was like I left from California. So anyway, I filled my suitcase with books. And I didn't get the Warlock of Firetop Mountain signed, I don't think. I don't think I have a signed copy of the Warlock. I might have gotten both of them to sign Warlock of Firetop Mountain. It's lost in the books currently. But anyway, I found these two when I was looking for Dragon Warriors. Now, this is a problem that I've had historically. I still, to a certain extent, have it. I don't know which of these was the original Dragon Warriors that I had. Probably this one. Actually, it will have my name in it, probably, if this was the original one. Who knows? I need to go back and actually establish which one was my original one. It would probably have a stamp in it if it was my original one. So none of these are my original one. Okay, so this is book one of Dragon Warriors. Dragon Warriors is basically a role-playing game in book form, which built from this plus D&D equals this, basically. And just an amazing series of books. Where's the next set? I know which one I actually had of these because I found it in a portable building at school. Here we go, this is the one. And it has a burn mark on the top. As we call them, boons. We call them boons. That's a word I've not uttered for 30 years. There was the group of kids that liked particular kinds of what was loosely referred to as heavy metal music at the time. Anyway, some boon took their lighter and lit the corner of this one. This is an original one. I don't know if I've even stamped this one. No, this one hasn't been stamped. But anyway, I remember finding this one. Here we go. The previous owner. Oh, the previous owner was... Does that say me? No, maybe it's someone else. Anyway. So this was an original, and I probably picked these up at times where I felt I probably needed Dragon Warriors in my life. So these books accordingly. And the Elven Crystals, I don't think I ever owned, but for whatever reason I have 2 copies of. And originally, and I did have this one, but yeah, long again lost in Australia. I think most of these are lost in Australia, but I bought this one, I don't know, while I was in the US. One of these is probably mine. And somehow I managed to actually continue it. This might actually be here we are, Tom 4B. This was me. How many years ago now? More than 30, probably more than 40 years ago now. So this is actually my original copy of Out of the Shadows, which I think the first and only one that I owned in Australia from actually purchasing it. I think basically the second one, and I can't remember how I got my hands on the first one. Anyway. So for the same mental health reasons, multiple copies of this. They've released multiple versions of Dragon Warriors over the years. And yeah, they've released multiple versions, and for whatever reason I still have these referencing same ones for whatever reason. And this was another book that I never owned, when it was first out, but picked up when I was picking up Dragon Warriors books later in life, obviously, as I did. So some Jackson and Livingstone, and a whole pile of Dragon Warriors, which mostly the same. Anyway, Tom Bartley in Las Vegas, Nevada, signing out.